What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. We're back here on NBA 2K24 here for another rebuild. We only have like 7 teams left to do, so today we're going to be doing the New Orleans Pelicans. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you are new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. Of course, we're now on the road to 50,000 subs after reaching 40K, and YouTube tells me about 6% of the people that watch these videos aren't actually subscribed. But with that all being said, as I told you guys, today we're going to be rebuilding New Orleans Pelicans, which the Pelicans in 2K usually end up being pretty good, as we know. In real life, it hasn't translated just yet. They had that fun series with the Phoenix Suns when they were the 8th seed. Other than that, obviously, a lot of success has not followed, with Zion being hurt a lot. And CJ has been kind of disappointing after his first season in New Orleans, so we'll have to see what we do with him. Regardless, go take a look at what we're going to run for this first season. So it's going to be CJ, Herb Jones, Brandon Ingram, Zion, Jonas Valanciunas, Trey Murphy, Larry Nance, Jose Alvarado, and then Cody Zeller as a rotation. I might as well send not Dyson Daniels, but like Jordan Hawkins to the G League. I guess we could also send Dyson Daniels down there as well, because if both of them are in the G League next year, they both should be like really good for us, especially Dyson Daniels, who develops like super well in 2K. So I'm gonna go ahead and send both of them to the G League in year number 1. That way we have both those guys just absolutely developed and ready to roll next year. So I'm not gonna do anything for this first season. Obviously, the plan will eventually be move on from CJ McCollum. I don't think I'll keep him around for the whole video. He starts to regress like crazy anyway. But I'm curious to see what 2K thinks about this Pelicans team in year 1 without me doing anything. Today's video is brought to you by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is a player prop site that allows you to choose the overs or unders on the players you love watching. So basically, you just watch a game like normal and also make some picks and choose the overs or unders on the players, like I said, that you like watching. So of course, Prize Picks is available on mobile or desktop. And this is what it looks like when you get on the screen. They pretty much have every sport you can imagine. Obviously, we're still waiting on NBA, but right now the NFL is going on. They have all kinds of stats you can imagine as well. You choose between 2 to 6 players. 2 players is 5 times. Up to 6 players can be 25 times your money. Prize Picks also matches your first deposit dollar for dollar up to $100. In order to sign up for Prize Picks, link is down in the description below. Use code Crushables to sign up. And a tool I'm using this year is DGF's Fantasy Optimizer tool and Correlation tool. Basically, they do the math for you. You don't even really have to think about anything. All you have to do is just look at the interface. They'll have some picks for you, and you can go ahead and choose which ones are your favorite, choose the top ones, whatever you want to do. They do the math for you. They show you what's profitable long term. So in order to sign up for the DGF's Correlation Optimizer tool, link down in the description below. Use code Crushables when you sign up. Thank you to Prize Picks and DGF for sponsoring today's video. So at the end of year 1, Giannis wins MVP, Vic's Rookie of the Year, Chris Paul 6th Man, Miles Turner Defensive Player, and Paul Reed Most Improved, and Steph is your Clutch Player of the Year, while Jenkins is your Coach of the Year. Here's your NBA first team: Giannis, Nikola Jokic, Luka, John Morant, LeBron. All NBA second team and All NBA third team. No Pelicans representatives here, unfortunately. All defensive first team and all defensive second team. But that all being said, we did make the playoffs as the 4th seed in the West. So we ended up going, I believe, like 46 and 36. So pretty solid season without me obviously putting my mark on anything here. Let's go take a look at the player stats. So you had 22 from CJ. So actually a really good year from him. Obviously, as I said, he's been somewhat disappointing, I feel like, after that first season. Like, I think there's been a lot of people disappointed with him for the most part. And then 22 from Brandon Ingram and 13 and 11 from Jonas Valanciunas. 11 from Trey Murphy, 8 from Alvarado, and then Cody Zeller with 8 points. Najee Marshall with 7, and Herb Jones with 6. But it looks like I got to go apply an update real quick, so I shall return. So let's go ahead and simulate the play-in, as we have the Mavericks and the Suns making out of the West. So we get to play the Clippers in round 1. So here goes nothing. So here's your rotation. Obviously, it's relatively the same. Daniel's out. The G League is going to play in the playoffs now, so I guess that's fine. Somebody curve around against the Clippers, and we are going to get swept. So not a great start. I think the main thing we need to focus on this offseason is the center position and the point guard position, because obviously Jonas Valanciunas, I think, is a free agent if I'm not mistaken, and then CJ is going to regress, I'm pretty sure. So we probably have to find a replacement for both, but 76ers Warriors go on, and the 76ers are going to win the championship. Now, obviously, we could just roll with Dyson Daniels as the starting point guard next year and just try to make that work, and I might do that. I'm not going to rule that idea out. We shall see. But let's go straight to the lottery, because we might actually have someone's pick. Actually, I guess they had Milwaukee's picks, didn't they? But I assume now that Milwaukee most likely is good now, so that's not really going to matter. So yeah, it doesn't look like we have anybody's pick here in the lottery. Charlotte's get number 1, and then we have 27 and 28. So we had Lakers and Milwaukee's pick. We have 2 first-round picks, and we have our own. So we have 3 first-round picks in this draft. So Hornets 1, Magic 2, Thunder number 3. So that should ultimately, I would imagine, help us out maybe even trade up in the draft if we wanted to, if there was a certain player we're targeting. I think I'm going to keep the coaching staff exactly the same. Everyone's kind of filled out. I'm not going to fire Willie Green after that season. Making the playoffs is a great start, obviously. That's something Pelicans have struggled to do. Been in the play-in twice. Made it 1 year, then, obviously lost last year. But let's go ahead and grab JP Rodman. And one cool thing as well is Zion played all 82 games, if I'm not mistaken. So love to see that. And let's go straight to draft night. And let's figure out what we're going to do with all these picks. Am I going to draft 3 rookies? Am I going to trade up? Am I going to use these picks to maybe trade for point guard or whatever? What are we going to do? That's the main thing we need to find out this offseason on what we're going to do with these 3 assets that we have, plus some of the other assets that we have. So I actually think I want to start this offseason with a center upgrade. So we have 3 first-round picks. We have some salaries we can throw together. The main person I'm targeting, well, there's 3 guys we can go for. So first guy is going to be Cavaliers' Jarrett Allen. I think there's been some rumors in the past about the Pelicans being interested in Jarrett Allen. So Jarrett Allen would be really cool. I would not mind that at all. There's obviously always Clint Capella on the Hawks who's available. But some guy I really like as the pairing next to Zion, and I think I've gotten him before in Pelicans rebuilds, is Miles Turner. I mean, at some point in time, you would have to imagine he's traded eventually. He's been in trade rumors forever at this point. So I think Miles Turner as a center upgrade to Jonas Valanciunas is probably going to regress. Would work out for us. 28 years old, can shot block, can space the floor a little bit. So I think Miles Turner would be perfect next to a guy like Zion Williamson at this point. Obviously, Joel Embiid would be cool as well, but that's kind of a dream that's not going to happen. So I also don't think Miles Turner is going to cost us a ton with 3 first-round picks. I mean, he averaged 18 and 10 on 2 or 3 blocks last year on 32% shooting from 3. So in my opinion, this is a home run if we can get him. So I'm going to see if I can get Miles Turner without giving up a crazy amount. So we have Larry Nance's contract still, which I'm totally okay with throwing in here. And then we also have, I don't want to throw Trey Murphy in here by any means. I do like Trey Murphy a lot. Then we have like Jordan Hawkins and EJ Liddell. So we're going to go Alvarado and EJ Liddell, and that should match the salary there. So we got that going for us. And then I'm going to throw them 20 and 27 and see what they say to this and see if they're down to trade Miles Turner. So it's Larry Nance, Jose Alvarado, EJ Liddell, 2 late first. He's on an expiring contract. You also could, you could convince me that Miles Turner is worth more than this. So I wouldn't mind throwing like another first if I needed to. I'm going to keep Jordan Hawkins out of the trade if I can. So if I have to throw like this pick swap in here as well, I'm cool with it. And they're going to agree to that. We get Miles Turner on the Pelicans. I think that's a perfect, upgrade, perfect match as well next to Zion Williamson. So love that addition for us. We do have to re-sign him, but I love the addition of Miles Turner. Joe Val was really good last year, of course, but he is going to probably regress ultimately being 32 years old. So that is why we made that move. CJ McCollum, I'm still looking out for you, of course, but we're going to jump into this draft. We still have 1 pick left in this draft, which is the last, or 28th pick, I should say. And we're going to use it to take Dylan Mitchell here with this selection. So welcome to the Pelicans, Dylan Mitchell, and that will be our draft. So we also got Matt Murray, but I'm not going to worry about him. We get a 72 overall wing here, 6'8". Love it. Player options, we're going to have Dyson Daniels. We're going to accept it, of course. And qualifying offers, Kyra Lewis, Sebron. I'll extend the qualifying offer on Kyra Lewis, but not worried about Sebron. So obviously, we're going to sign Jonas Valanciunas, but we made our move on Miles Turner, so we're not going to do that. And after that, we can't sign anybody to free agency. So we have CJ McCollum, Jordan Hawkins. So obviously, Jordan Hawkins could be the backup point guard in theory, or we can move Dyson Daniels over there, and we can work that out as well. I have a feeling if I moved Hawkins to the 2, if he would go up. Does he go up? He does. So I'm going to move Hawkins to the 2 and Daniels to point guard. He actually goes down quite a bit. Maybe I don't do that. We'll figure it out. But we still need to sign a bench because our bench still is kind of lackluster. I mean, we don't have a backup 5. We have Dylan Mitchell as like a backup wing, I guess, if we wanted it. I mean, Trey Murphy also is here. But backup 5s, I see like Drummond. I see Eubanks, Metu. I'm going to sign Drummond to be our backup 5. Drummond is actually like a really good 5 to have in 2K. And then Najee Marshall, Bird Rights, no-brainer. We need him. We need him off the bench. So I'm going to sign him. Obviously, I could re-sign Jonas Valanciunas as well, but obviously, we kind of need to focus on getting Miles Turner re-signed next year. So I'm not going to go for Jonas Valanciunas. I'm going to sign Doug McDermott for some more shooting, and that is ultimately going to be our offseason. So I'm not making the big move with CJ McCollum just yet. I kind of want to see how much like Daniels and Jordan Hawkins progress, and then we can kind of figure it out. So looking at player progression, we are going to have Sebron and Kyra Lewis back, and then we have Zion up to a 91. Daniels up to a 79, which is a great sign, and then Hawkins is up to a 75. And then Kyra Lewis up to a 74, and then obviously Sebron is up. But CJ, no surprise, is down 2 overall. But he was really good last year. So if he can repeat what he just did, then we're in a good position. Our bench is going to be a little bit upgraded with Daniels and Hawkins playing now as well. But CJ is not safe by any means. There is definitely still the possibility of us trading him. We still have a few draft picks in the future that we can use at our disposal. If there's like a trade at the deadline that makes all the sense in the world to go for, then maybe we got to just take that. So we'll kind of figure it out. I think I just loaded the same draft class over. Or no, I didn't. What am I talking about? So let's get straight into this rotation. So proficiency, it's a 4-star balance. I'm going to go ahead and move our head coach, Willie Green. I don't know why I forgot what his name was for a second. And then we're going to move him to balance as well and figure out how this is going to go. So rotationally, year number 2, CJ, they want to start Dyson Daniels over Herb Jones. I'm fine with it if that's what they want to do. Ingram, Zion, Miles Turner, Trey Murphy, Herb Jones, Drummond, and Najee Marshall, with Hawkins still not getting rotational minutes. But I'm going to fix that and make this a 10-minute rotation. That way he is playing, because I do want him to play this year after being in the G League last year. So we're going to see how this goes. Hopefully year number 2 is just as good as year 1, maybe even better. If I stop at the trade deadline to make the big CJ trade, I'll show you. But it all depends on how our record is, honestly. So we're stopped at the trade deadline at 22-29, and I have an interesting trade idea in mind, because there's a team that's selling that I wasn't really expecting to sell, but they are selling at this point, and I want to see if I can figure something out, because there's a good reason for this, and I'll show you in just a second. But right now on the season, you have 23 from Zion. He's playing every single game so far. Brandon Ingram with 22, 19 from CJ. Now, obviously, CJ McCollum is still somebody I want to trade. Ingram is an expiring contract, though. Miles Turner start at the moment, Trey Murphy. But one thing we do have for sure is we have guys like Trey Murphy and Herb Jones, who I think we could technically start literally as soon as we need to, which is why I might be trading Brandon Ingram here at the trade deadline. You might be wondering, why are you going to trade Ingram? You should probably just keep him. But there's a certain guy that I think could ultimately turn a lot of things around for us. And that is going to be somebody that Willie Green used to be assistant coach on, or the team he used to be an assistant coach on, and that is the Phoenix Suns, man. They are 13-37. Can you imagine if we could find a way to get Devin Booker on this team right now? That would be awesome. So that's kind of what I'm going towards. I'm trying to see if I can maybe flip Ingram and picks for Devin Booker. Devin Booker is someone I don't get at all, and I think if this were to actually happen, I think Booker would be available. And I think the Pelicans could potentially pounce on it, because obviously if the Suns, I don't know what I don't know what their game plan would be, but if like Booker asked out, although I will say he's making $49 million, so it might be tough to match that salary. I might be in over my head here. So actually we only need to throw in $5 more million. So if I have to do it with Kira Lewis Jr., I will. So I'm going to throw Brandon Ingram, Kira Lewis Jr., my 2025 unprotected. Now obviously we're really bad, but I don't even care about the draft at this point. I'm going to try to keep this pick out of it. We'll see if I can do it without this pick. But if I need to throw that pick in, I will. If we can get Devin Booker, we do it, right? You don't hesitate. Brandon Ingram, Kira Lewis, and they, of course, or they're going to say no. Kira Lewis is going to waive his no, or is going to, decline to waive his no trade clause. We're going to have to throw someone else in here. So I'm going to throw Najee Marshall in here instead. So Ingram, 3 firsts for Devin Booker. They're not going to agree to that. Fair enough. I'll throw one more pick in here. They're not going to agree. Okay. I think we have to throw a 2025 in here. It sucks, but we're getting Devin Booker. So this is a lot to give up. I'm going to try to keep one of these out of the trade. Okay, they're not interested. Maybe a second throws it over the top. Nope, I'll throw that pick in here. Screw it. We get Booker. Devin Booker's a Pelican. We gave up a lot, and we have Devin Booker now. So Devin Booker is going to be our brand new shooting guard. Herb Jones is going to move to the 3 now. So Herb Jones is going to move to the 3, and we're going to also move his secondary position to shooting guard as well. So let's go ahead and do that. But I love that addition for us. Reunited with Willie Green as well, which is awesome. Obviously, Willie Green used to be on Monty Williams' coaching staff, if I remember correctly. Daniels is starting at the 3 right now. We only have CJ for the rest of the season, but he is an expiring contract. So the plan is to have a Devin Booker with Zion, Miles Turner when he's back, and then Herb Jones, and then we strike with CJ McCollum's expiring contract in the offseason and see what that can net us. But Devin Booker, CJ McCollum is still a really good backcourt for that season. 22-29. Hopefully Devin Booker helps us make it to the plan. That way trading our pick doesn't hurt as much. Only 7 games back of being 500, so we'll see how this goes. So at the end of year number 2, we actually end up going on a little nice run to finish up as the 8th seed in the Western Conference. So trading our first round pick doesn't feel as bad now. Devin Booker finished the season averaging 22. CJ McCollum was 18, and then 12 from Miles Turner, 10 from Trey Murphy, 9 from Drummond, 9 from Jordan Hawkins, and 7 from Kyle Lewis, 6 from Herb Jones, and then 6 from Dyson Daniels. The beautiful part about all this as well is honestly what I think we could do is I think we could start Dyson Daniels next year next to Devin Booker and trade CJ McCollum for depth. I think that's kind of what we're going to do. I don't really need to trade CJ for an all-star because I know what kind of progression Daniels can hit. And then Jordan Hawkins is going to be a good rotational piece as well. So I think if we ultimately trade CJ this offseason for like depth, that would be the beautiful part about all this. We are going to lose to the Jazz, so we're not actually in just yet. But let's see what happens with Denver and LA. So we get to play the Lakers to get an opportunity to get into the playoffs. Obviously, I would love this opportunity. So let's see if we can beat the Lakers to get into the playoffs. Who knows? Maybe we can get in here and win a championship this season. I wouldn't rule it out. This team is a really good team on paper. So as long as we can win this game, which is a close one, we are going to escape the play-in and get into the playoffs. So as an 8th seed, in my opinion, I think we're a scary 8th seed. I really do. Now, are we going to go win a championship this year? Maybe not, but I think there's definitely a possibility of it. I wouldn't rule it out. So Memphis Grizzlies. It'd be funny if I got swept here, but after saying all that. But John Morant, Smart, Bane, Jaren Jackson, Adams, Williams, Brandon Clark, Santi Aldama, David Roddy. Is Desmond Bane hurt for them right now? No, he's not on the team anymore, it looks like. Did they, like, cut? Or am I tripping? No, he's right there. What am I talking about? I'm stupid. Regardless, just ignore what I said. Somebody current round against the Grizzlies. And we'll see if we can maybe find a way to upset them. We won game 1. Booker's out 1 or 2 weeks, though. Or at least he's playing through a hip injury. And we beat them in 6. I told you, bro. I have a feeling that we're scarier than what our record shows. And now we get to play the Kings in round 2. We have De'Aaron Fox, Monk, Barnes, Keegan Murray, Sabonis, Jalen Duren, Kevin Hurd, Davion Mitchell, and Trey Lyles. Somebody current round against them. Devin Booker's fully healthy, and we are going to be in an even series against them. And now we can go to a game 5 and see what kind of business we can put up. So, game 5 in Sacramento. If we win this one, we take them back home in a game 6, and we can make it to the Western Conference Finals. Come on, give me that. Give me that opportunity. Give me that opportunity, 2K. Back and forth game, we win 106-101. Miles Turner gets hurt. He's out 2 to 4 weeks, or he's playing through an injury. Is he actually out? He is. We do have Drummond, who is good in the simulation, so hopefully he's able to carry us through here. But huge game 6. If we win this one, we're in the Western Conference Finals. So far, it's looking absolutely amazing, and we are going to do just that. 115 and 135. We're in the Western Conference Finals as an 8th seed. Now we get the Portland Trailblazers of the Thunder, and we get to play the Thunder. So obviously the Thunder, never an easy task. They got Shea, Giddey, Lou Dort, Jalen Williams, Chet, Cole Anthony, Ron Holland, Isaiah Joe, and Justin Edwards. So we have our work cut out for us. I'm assuming Miles Turner is still out quite a while. He is out 2 to 4 weeks. So yeah, we're not getting him back for a while. So that's really going to suck not having him for this series. But game 1, we're up 1-0 regardless. Beat them by 2. 34 from Zion, 29 and 17 from Drummond. So Drummond is doing work. Game 2, they even it up. Game 3, 2 to 1. Okay. 3 to 1. Can we get 3 to 1 on them? Carl Lewis is back. They even it up. All right. Okay. Huge game 5 in Oklahoma City. We started with the lead in the short term, but they take it back. Can we take the lead back here? Close game. We take it back here at the end. Do we hold on to it? We do hold on. 111 and 110, and we can almost make it to the finals here. We can sneaky make it to the finals. They want to start Carl Lewis in a playoff game. I don't know about that. I don't know about that one. You know what? I'll ride the hot hand. I guess Carl Lewis is doing work so far. Listen to 2K's rotations, man. It works out for you, maybe. Can we close this one out? We might be going to the finals, baby. Unless we blow it at the end, we're going to the finals. Wow. As an 8th seed, Drummond, 16 and 15. Drummond has been the hero we didn't know we needed. 16 and 15 makes conference finals MVP, bro. What on earth is going on? Get to play the Cavaliers now. Okay. So Drummond is the hero, as I said, I didn't know we even needed. Miles Turner, is he close to coming back? He might be close to being back. Still out 1 or 2 weeks, so we're probably not getting about. CJ actually is hurt, but he's playing through an injury. Cleveland has Donovan Mitchell, Okoro, Mobley, Jarrett Allen still. I mean, we've done a good job so far. I don't know if we come on to beat the Cavs and win a championship. We're up 1-0, though, to start. Game 2, no way did we do this. 3-0? Are we winning a championship just like that unless we blow a 3-0 lead? McCollum's fully back. Oh, bro, I'm not blowing a 3-0 lead. Miles Turner's back, too. Wow, that's huge. I mean, is it huge? Because Drummond was phenomenal. So, Trey Murphy is cold for some reason. Game 6, man, we got to win this one. At home, take care of business, bro. Do not choke this opportunity. Do not blow a 3-0 lead. Come on, 2K. Do not do this to me. All right, we take the lead back. W. And I think, ooh, we just got to hang on to it. Hang on to the lead. Hang on to the lead. I think we jump in and watch. Or, not yet. Not yet. That's 3 minutes left. Okay, we take the lead. 107, 109, 112. Oh, my goodness. Close game. We're jumping in. I'm not playing, though. I'm just going to watch because... I can't afford to be the one that chokes this. I'm not going to do it. So let's just watch what happens, because every time I don't, it doesn't work out for me. So we're just gonna watch, and we're gonna go back to the 2K camera as well. All right, here we go, baby. 1 minute 17 seconds left. We have a 1-point lead to close the Cavaliers out to win a championship when I didn't even think it was possible. We made one trade at the deadline. We left Mitchell wide open. He does miss it though. Got lucky. I'm surprised also, by the way, that we kept CJ McCollum in this video. I thought for sure eventually I was going to trade him. Daniel's down to Zion. Zion, you dominate Kelly Olynyk every time, and he's going to miss it because the offensive board. You have Herb Jones wide open, but he's going to throw it down 111 to 114. We have a 3-point lead. We can't leave Mitchell wide open though. Daniels, I'm pretty sure you're known as a good defender, so I need you to clamp up, baby. So Donovan Mitchell is going to take it to Mobley. Mobley is wide open. He is going to miss it though. We got absolutely bailed. Wow. Zion in transition. Garland ain't stopping him. Come on now. There we go. 111 to 116. I would have loved if Zion just dunked it on Garland there. There was no way Garland was stopping Zion. All right, Mitchell. Can't allow any threes here. Cannot allow any threes. Dyson Daniels, decent defense. Nice defense, baby. Just like that, we are going to have a 5-point lead here, and they're going to have to play the foul game now. I cannot believe this, bro. Year number 2, we make a trade for Devin Booker and go on a run to get to the finals and win a championship from the play-in. That is insane. Love it, though. 7-point lead. As long as we don't allow any threes, we should ultimately be in the clear. Donovan Mitchell is going to call a timeout for the Cavaliers. No surprise there. Obviously, they need to talk things over. They're down 7 right now, but man, what a miracle, bro. I didn't know trading for Devin Booker was going to save our absolute simulation, bro. That's insane. But let's see what happens. So we're going to have Okoro inbounding it. He's going to throw it to Mitchell. Daniel's on him. Daniel's nice defense so far. Donovan Mitchell made it. He does hit it. So their first shot is made. 24 seconds left. All we got to do is hit some free throws. Give it to CJ. Although CJ sometimes, I remember in Portland, would piss me off when he'd miss his free throws. I felt like he missed a lot of crucial ones, but I could just be tripping. Dyson Daniels going to make the first one, though. 113 to 119. And we are going to miss the second one. Okay, not ideal, but as long as we don't allow a 3 here, we should be good. If we get a stop, that's even better. Mitchell 3. He hoists up, misses it. Zion with the board. They're going to foul Zion, but that should ultimately put us back in the lead if Zion hits at least one of these 7-point game. Boom. Back to a 7-point game. If he makes the second one, it's an 8-point game. So we're going to make the second one as well. 8-point ball game. 15 seconds left in the clock. That should be all she wrote. Coro for 3 in the corner is going to miss it. And that is going to be your ball game. Ladies and gentlemen, just like that, we have won a championship with the Pelicans as the A seed. We're the We Believe Pelicans today, man. That's what I'm talking about, bro. That's insane. That's insane. I will take that, and I'm going to end off on that note. I could go for like a 3-peat like I did yesterday, but you know what? I'm just going to end it off on that note. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. 8th seed victory. I'll take it. So let's just watch Championship Celebration. I'm going to head out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Thank you guys for watching. As always, support is always amazing. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.